quite often, and it's really shocking that this particular world of education doesn't spend more time doing what we're doing today, which is that critical conversation piece.
Teacher prep and K through 12, while they have the same goal of helping new teachers succeed and keep teaching, often are not connected to one another, and that's why we're here today.
And so today we'll have leaders of K-12 education and leaders from our educator prep institutions coming together to talk about particular models that they have been putting into place and partnerships they have with K-12 districts and higher ed, and what might be scalable in the state of Michigan to address some of these shortages and shortfalls in the teacher supply. Today's event is really the brainchild of our champion of our alliance, the Midwest Alliance to Improve Teacher Prep, who works for the Michigan Department of Education. And her goal overall of the alliance was if we could bring the two voices of K-12 education in the state and higher education, particularly educator prep institutions, together to talk about what are the needs of the state in terms of teacher preparation, what are the expectations that K-12 have of teacher prep programs, and bring those two entities together to work together to find solutions to growing shortages of teachers, very high turnover of teachers in our districts. So hopefully today will be the first start in building that bridge between K-12 and higher ed to provide not only a high quality teaching force in the future, but also supporting that workforce so they stay in the profession.
Michigan Department of Education is very interested in bringing people together to have conversations that are critical to education, and so anyone in the education community and engaging in dialogue together.
I decided, because of my past experience of being an administrator and working with young teachers, I decided to create a coaching cohort of recent graduates. So I offered to all 2018 graduates of my institution an opportunity to have an instructional coach, free of charge, no questions asked, no evaluations. And just let's talk education and let's talk problems of practice that you have as a first-year teacher.
So some of the changes that we've been making at Grand Valley State University have much to do with ensuring that our candidates are ready for teaching on day one, although we know that they still have a lot of growth and development to do as teachers are beginning their career. But we are trying to be very, very deliberate about choosing some competencies that are critically important for beginner teachers, some practices in particular, and ensuring that we embed those practices throughout their programs. So we're moving beyond talking about teaching and into actually ensuring that candidates can do the work of teachers. We've been very fortunate at Grand Valley to work with some strong partners in the K-12 arena who have just helped us think about how we needed to reform or change our program.
We need higher ed educators coming into the K-12 setting and spending time and seeing best practices and instruction. And then our teachers have to go into that higher ed setting and have conversations with the young people that are coming into the profession, giving feedback to the professors and all. We have to do a better job with collaboration, all for the same purpose, and that's to create the best educators that we possibly can and the biggest passion that we possibly can for our young people coming into the profession.
So one of the good things that I learned today was some of the work that's happening at K-12 around dispositions and the higher leverage practices, and trying to make sure that students not only have some of the content-based skills, but also some of the soft skills, whether it's perseverance, grit, understanding and building relationships, and developing that why, to bringing their passion forward, and how that continues to drive them to want to help kids.
The most encouraging thing I think I heard today was the idea that college prep courses and the universities are looking at not only content area and instructional practices, but also the person as a whole coming into education and skills beyond just their technical skills and book smart. One of the things that I will take from today is the importance of my role as a principal and shaping the culture of our school and the effects that has on teacher retention. The other thing I plan to do is reach out to some different universities and offer our school and our space as a place for teachers to come and learn.